Video is gonna be probably 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. I can go on. Like I got so many stories and I been through so much shit. Even though you can't tell, you know what I'm saying. I do got a scar on my neck, a stab wound, and I got I got jumped a few times when I was like a fucking teenager by older dudes. So I got scars here. I got jumped a few. I got jumped not too many times in jail. You know, probably like once on record. Once on record, no, twice. So I got jumped twice in jail. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the times I was on point. You know what I'm saying? It was only one time I was off point. Is because this is pretty much about jealousy and jealousy and how the train of thought, the thought patterns of certain people from the streets. I was gonna get about how I got jumped, but that's not even relevant to what this story's about. All right, so growing up, you know what I'm saying, in the black community, it's different types of people that was brought up. We got people that was raised single with their moms. This is about jealousy, and some niggas didn't. Some niggas in certain circles didn't have that. They was trained not to have a jealousy type of mind. You know what I'm saying? And they got niggas that was born by their moms, single mom household, in the black community. They got niggas that was brought up in a two-parent household, but the father was a Mac type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was there as a father figure, but he was a Mac. He didn't you could he didn't pass on that family guy aura. So it's like certain niggas in the hood got like most niggas got that mama love, jealousy shit. Woman's the pride and joy and all that good shit. But some niggas wasn't taught that. Some niggas taught pimping, pimping bitches, getting money out of bitches, using bitches. All right, because in the community, black community at that particular time, in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, the black men didn't really have. There was the only ways that most black men had street black men. They had, and also it had the third type of black family is the family guy, the square black family where they got the mother and father and they both got education. They both um, got jobs. You know what I'm saying? Working in the corporate world. So those are three different types of families that existed in the hood when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm more and more knowledgeable to be aware of what was going on back then because I'm a wise man right now. But so that was what happened. It's the single parent, the man that's come from a single parent, the man that comes from a two-parent household, but the father's a player, Mac type of nigga that get money, and they used to wear like Jerry curls and shit like that, and they used to like walk with the pimp Mac type niggas that use bitches for gain. Like they don't give a fuck about the looks. You know what I'm saying? If the bitch got money that she can get, you know, money in the corporate world, just get money in general, either from working a nice corporate job or if you want to sell her pussy. Those type of niggas existed. I was brought up under that type of line. My father was that type of nigga. He wasn't like the nigga that was pimping bitches, but he'll fuck with bitches that got bread. And he wasn't. And for my stepmom, like she wasn't an attractive female. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically using her like it was like an odd couple type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But some bitches want that. Like some bitches will probably some bitches is lonely and they just want some type of something to get into. You know what I'm saying? So my father found that type of female to be my stepmom. My real biological mom is a fucking a junkie or whatever, or well, she started doing drugs like after I was born or whatever. So I don't really know her, but my father was like I said, he was a master manipulator, womanizer. So he'll get a female that has benefits, that knows how to get money. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the street niggas, if you didn't have no qualifications to enter the corporate field, like you wasn't specializing like being a handyman or whatever, like you ain't getting no job. You motherfucking white people ain't hiring you. Like, period. Like, so Obama came up with he passed a law about discrimination because before that, nigga like me, Nigga couldn't get no money, couldn't get no legal money. Motherfucker was not hiring me. Period, man. I go to a job site, I feel mad uncomfortable. Like, it's not easy for a street nigga to even enter a place that's full of whites, because those were ones those were the ones that had jobs. You know, those were ones that was the employers, the fucking white man. So it's like a nigga out the streets. It wasn't easy for a nigga out the streets just to go enter a fucking job and fill out an application and sit down and just put all my trust into this white man. You know what I'm saying? So niggas in the hood niggas wasn't really you know, applying for jobs. So they was either selling drugs in the hood, pimping bitches in the hood. There wasn't really scams going on like that. Niggas didn't really know how to scam like that, because niggas, like, before the internet, it wasn't really like knowledge wasn't really like, knowledge was hard to, it was hard to get knowledge. It was hard to get anything out of anybody, because the intelligence wasn't unlimited like the internet. So I'm up under that. I'm up under that umbrella. So, and like, I was like back in that. So basically, I'm living with my stepmom. My mom, real mom is, I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? And my father was able to find a female that was God fearing, that was into looking out. You know what I'm saying? So I was always taught to fuck with bitches that's into looking out. Not be a family guy and buy bitches this and buy bitches that. So I heard a motherfucker made a comment that I'm jealous. Like, I don't know how to be jealous of a nigga that's being a breadwinner and buying his bitch this and that. I don't know that, because my father wasn't like that. My father was a street nigga, and he was getting money off of moms. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't brought up under that cloth. You know what I'm saying? So I come up under that. So it was like, motherfucker said something about jealousy, like, that shit is not in my DNA. Plus, I was trained not to be jealous. Like, I remember when it was like, I was telling my low life niggas and shit in my building, and there was this bitch named Precious that everyone liked in the hood, because she was attractive, she was brown skinned, pretty as hell, and niggas, I was like 8, 9, 10, and they got a nigga named Kenny that was acting like a sucker. He was kind of getting jealous, because I think she had a boyfriend. So that was a discussion I was listening to the big bros talk about. Kenny was Kenny. He's a low life, and motherfucking Big Chris. He's one of the heads of the low life. But he got, like, he was the sharpest nigga out of all the niggas. Like, as far as like dropping jewels, I'm saying they had other, like, he wasn't a violent type of nigga. He was the brains of the low life. But they had niggas that was violent. I was more up on chilling with the nigga that was the brain. So I was, you know, listening to him talk about how Kenny was being a sucker for love. So all that shit could equate to being a punk, being a sucker for love. That's how it was in the circles of where I come from. Well, other niggas couldn't think like that, because you can't look at a female as being your all, because some niggas is brought up with a single mom. So a nigga can never look at a bitch like as being not all that, or a bitch as being like something that could be like replaced. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, that wasn't how that wasn't his upbringing. His upbringing is, my mom is there for me. This is a single parent. My mom is there for me, and she's I love her. I love my moms, and it's like, but where I come from, my stepmom, my pops, that relationship was like, my father wasn't fucking that bitch like that. You know what I'm saying? But she was taking care of nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I never seen him fuck her or nothing like that. But all I know is that was how the street, and they got the dirt. So it's like the three type of people that was raised and brought up. You know what I'm saying? The ones that was upbringing from a single mom, the upbringing from a two-parent household where the father's the Mac, the father's the pimp, and the mother is just his support. You know what I'm saying? And they got the other ones, the family guy, with a guy with a man, the two squares that work a job, and the father's the provider. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this shit is set up. So it's like jealousy. I was never able to pick up on being jealous like that because of how I was my upbringing. Plus, the 1990s era was G's up, hoes down. So if you can't follow that, and like I said, the nigga that was brought up under single parent household with a mother, he can't think like that because his mom is the one that's taking care of him. So he can't he can't be, a lot of niggas can't be Mac type niggas and pimp type niggas because they look at women as being, you know, they're all, you know what I'm saying? But as opposed to a nigga like me that was brought up by a father that was a womanizing Mac type of nigga, it's like it's impossible for me to think look at women as being like this big thing. When I was in niggas, my father wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And they got like those two type of niggas that could really be on some sucker for love shit. Cause my niggas taught me that being jealous is a form of being a pussy, a sucker for love type of nigga. And these type of niggas that have that trait is the motherfucker that was brought up single mother, and the other one that was brought up where the two parents are squares, and the father's the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? But they both got corporate jobs. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically telling, like, I'm explaining to you how some niggas was brought up to be kind of like misogynist, or just brought up to be a womanizer, or brought up to be a pimp, or brought up to be a Mac, and brought up to be a nigga that don't give a fuck about bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm like totally like that, but I'm not ever going to be like on some shit like I made a video how a nigga was like being like a gallant. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a girl walking, you're gonna go open the door, and you know you see a girl sit. She's like you on a train. You see a girl standing up, and you get up and give her your seat. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean I could do it, but that's not. I would be doing it just to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas do that just they gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the instincts they have. You know what I'm saying? That protector instincts. And I didn't really have that protector instinct with females like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pick up that because I never saw that, and I wasn't brought up under that umbrella.